Okay, so you and I are gonna have a cup of coffee together. Boop. Oh, it's the most beautiful sound in the whole wide world. It's the cup my sister gave me. I had a little bit legit mental breakdown. I tell everyone about it. It's not that personal, but I think the more I talk about it, the less weird it is for me. So I had an absolute mental breakdown. My sister didn't know what to do, so she brought me this, a journal and a weighted blanket. Which I laughed about the weighted blanket, but she's like, I read that it helps. But actually it really doesn't. Sometimes I feel like I'm being suffocated, and sometimes it feels like a nice, hefty hug. But I don't know if you watched The Marvelous Mrs. Mabel. I started watching it and then I kind of jumped the shark, so I stopped. But good morning, Lee. Well, it's not. It's good morning for me. I don't know if it's, unless you live in Hawaii, it's not good morning for you. But oh, it's 12:12. Do you make a wish on 12:12, or is that just 11:11? But I wanted to send this to you yesterday, and I was just in, I haven't been sleeping. I'm not supposed to lift your spirits right now, but instead we're gonna have coffee, and I'm gonna tell you all my problems. I'm just kidding. So I haven't been sleeping. So yesterday I was like, oh, I look terrible. I'm not gonna do this. I look terrible. And then today, I also didn't sleep last night at all. Like, I think I slept 1 hour. So I was like, well, we're just gonna do this and just follow what they make. But I do have my coffee with tons of like weird chocolate stuff in it, so hopefully I wake up. Okay, so this is my kitchen. I love it. It's my nook. The kitchen's in there, but I just moved into a really tiny studio apartment, and it's the first time I've had a tiny studio apartment. And it's the first time I lived on the ground floor. It's the first time I lived in Hollywood, so I have not been sleeping well. There's a strong homeless population, and something has been tapping on the bars outside and scratching at the cat. I have a cat catio. Every night at 4 o'clock, precisely on the dot. Aliens, sleep demons, homeless, zombies, who knows? All I know is your girl hasn't been sleeping. Between that and stand-up. So of course, I go and make a stink. I've made such a stink to my landlord. Like, somebody's climbing over the thing, they're tapping. I got really nervous, and I had to like put things up in my living room because I thought I didn't have enough curtains. Because it's like, oh my god, the idea of someone, that's like one of my worst fears. Being someone staring at me when I don't know. But like, I made this big stink, huge stink. And then my sister reminded me, there was a time when I was working a lot, like, again, no sleeping, but it was months at a time. And there was a few nights where I had to have someone come to set and get me because I was like just working really late. And I swore I thought I heard someone tapping, and I forgot about it, but it was more like an aggressive tap. And my sister's like, maybe you're just hearing things. Am I? So then I'm like, oh my god, what if? Mind you, I did see someone climb over and go into the trash can, so it could be someone out there. But the odds of it maybe being just like a little bit, I don't know what you call that. Is that schizophrenia? Is that PTSD? Is that, I don't know what it is. But dementia. But yeah, I made a stink. So I either have to tell my landlord, hey, just a little, and I heard things, or I gotta live with this guy now. I gotta live with it to the day I move out here. Like, I gotta swear all my life that there was a sleep demon or something outside. It's just so much work. It's so much work. And I've got everyone concerned now. I know that your request said cheer me up, lift my spirits, all that stuff, but I'm a stand-up comic. I'm mostly depressed all the time, give or take, some level. But, who isn't? Who isn't a little bit? Who isn't a little bit? You said you didn't know who I was. So what do? I'm crazy. I'm a crazy lady on your You've paid to have coffee with a crazy lady. You're such a nice person. I modeled when I was younger. I did a group called the Pussycat Dolls when they first started out. I don't even know people know who that is anymore. It's kind of vintage, I guess. I did some movies. I did Wedding Crashers. I did Playboy a whole bunch of times. Doing Playboy or modeling or doing all these the height of the early 2000s was like a super fun time to be in the industry. It was and it wasn't. It was a fun time to be in the industry because it was if you weren't aware of all the other stuff that went into it, it was kind of magical. And then now that I look back on it, it was an absolute roller coaster. But what did I think about my time working for Playboy? I thought it was a job. I've never been one of those people that are like, oh, I hope I'm a playmate. Never. And then now there isn't a Playboy Mansion anymore and all that stuff, and sometimes it's a good thing. But I have bunny ears. You gotta have bunny ears. I think any time that you can put on a pair of bunny ears for no reason is a good day. And I would do weird things, so the security guards had these little Playboy bunny pins that they had to wear, and I would go up and ask them for them, and I had this huge collection, and I really wish I still had it, just because the mansion doesn't exist anymore. And my dumb ass, I gave it to a boy that I was dating. I know. And then now that guy's married and has a kid, I feel, is it weird if I ask for it back? I'm like, hey, so obviously you don't need this memory. You have a wife. Yeah. Uh-oh. I hope I didn't run. I'm looking at the time. I hope I didn't run out of time. I'll still send you this, even if I did run out of time. It doesn't matter. Ask me a question. It's a lot easier. I feel like we should do this again when I have sleep. I want to sleep and then just randomly send you something, just so you can see I'm normal sometimes. Hope you have a good day.